I'm back with Mark Cooksey, Managing Director of ABx Group, and now we're going to focus on the bauxite side of operations. Mark, there's a recent announcement out. Good Importing International, who you do have an established deal with, they've just paid you another fee. Can you please explain what's happening?
Yeah, hi Danielle. So a few months ago, we announced a series of agreements with Good Importing International, and these were in regards to our Queensland and New South Wales bauxite projects. For the Queensland projects, we've signed an agreement where they'll invest up to $5.4 million to secure up to 75% of the project, and they've made the first $2.7 million investment, and that project's off and running. For New South Wales, the project's not as advanced, and so GII has an option to invest a similar amount, $4.8 million, to get a 75% share. Now that option expired, or was to expire, on the 11th of December. What GII have done, which was in the agreement, is they've paid a $300,000 fee to extend that option period for 6 months till the 11th of June next year. So that's illustrating, they're still really interested in the project. And that $300,000 will be credited against the $4.8 million investment if they make it.
And meanwhile, can you give us a snapshot of what is happening with those projects on the ground in Queensland and New South Wales?
Yeah, so in Queensland, the team's assembled and working. The number one focus is to get environmental approval, or intermediate environmental approval, to allow us to start operations. So that's involving lots of discussions with the various stakeholders, the regulators, landowners, etc., and the port authorities. It's all going well, and we've done a lot of that work before the deal with GII, but it's just accelerating now. And in New South Wales, the key thing is to just ensure that there is a valid project concept in terms of mining the bauxite from near Goulburn and transporting it to the port and exporting through the port. You've got to study that to make sure it's feasible, and that's what this next period, maximum 6 months, that ABx and GII will use together. And in fact, that $300,000 fee, part of those funds will be used for project studies for that project to help GII determine whether they want to make the investment.
Well, finally, Mark, you know the drill. Can you leave us off, please, with a reminder of the timelines for those next big news flows?
Yeah, so on both projects, I think there'd be, it's every couple of months. I expect we'll be updating the market on how those environmental approvals and etc. are progressing in Queensland, and how the project studies are progressing in New South Wales. So yeah, it's still a really attractive part of the business. We've established these bauxite resources. There's plenty of supply disruptions globally for bauxite. There's lots of opportunities, and our niche is getting these projects into production relatively quickly at relatively low cost, and that's what we're focused on.
Well, Mark, congratulations on advancing yet another side of the business before the end of the year. We're very much looking forward to seeing how things pick up in 26.
Yep, great. Thanks, Danielle.